Hello everybody. Frick. Hello everybody. I don't know what the hell I just did, but you know what? Yeah, we're back in Right Side Up Cavern. You know, the funny thing is this is actually working, which is crazy to me. But yeah, we're back in the Right Side Up Cavern, the same place that we were last episode, if you missed it. We're still looking for a bunch of strawberries while upside down and everything goes to hell and is weird and interesting. Sorry, I'm adjusting my keyboard. I haven't gotten to necessarily play really any game for about a week right now because of just certain work stuff and being busy writing more lore for the lore video. I think I see what I want to do here. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, it's definitely one of those, we have to find a way to break the system that it's trying to throw us into. But yeah, no, my work has been very, very busy recently, plus also trying to write up all the lore for the lore videos for MNOT. It's been a decently busy set of weeks, basically, is the best way to put it. And yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited to get to sit down and do some recording. I mean, I kinda need to right now is the thing. Basically running low on videos in the tank. In fact, this video is only being recorded like about 2 weeks before it comes out, actually. Which, for those who know me, know that that's not how I like it to be. Certain things with the YouTube videos I like to get done almost a month in advance, if at all possible. The only things that I really don't do that for are streams, which I mean, yes, this is the stream style content, but the hope was that I'd be, you know, way further along by this point in the summer, to the point where, you know, I'm basically caught up to where I need to be for when the school year starts, but nope. Also, I messed that up horribly. The funny thing is there are parts of this level where I think it is possible to do it without the gravity flip, but like, it's obviously unbelievably hard and maybe not at all possible despite what I'm thinking it is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hang on. There's a way to do this. There's a way to do this. Hang on, doink. I know there is a way you can do this. Hang on, I want to see something here. What are the hitboxes like? So there is a lot of bad hitboxes for this. None of these are really nice. Okay. Here, we're gonna do a thing just to see if it's possible. There isn't anything I don't think there's anything I can necessarily use here. God damn it. I forgot how annoying it is to do stuff when upside down. So there's gotta be a way to... There's gotta be a way to use that to my advantage. Yeah, and I do need to... Doink. If I'm doing this, I need to land onto the side of that. I'm betting what I can do is I can kind of do a dash chain sort of thing where, again, it's kind of more just me. Ooh, I just realized this is not an easy... That's a funny one to do. You do, like, ew. Like, this one is straight up. I'm not sure how possible this is. Like, okay, so my thought process is to do something like that where as I'm bouncing off of that one on the left, I dash over to the right. The other option is straight up just saying, nah, who cares, you know? Like, this is the problem with the springs and a lot of these gravity-based levels is they are very much just whatever the level maker feels like almost. And this is one of those scenarios where I'm like, yep, this is the story of one of those times where the level maker might have gone a little too power hungry for what is possible to also be retrievable as a person playing the game. Trying to, you know, go backwards, I guess I should say. See, the funny thing is I do think you can do that. Like, I do think there is a world where you can get around it by doing something like that, but yeah, no. This is very mean. Like, undeniably mean. Like, I'm literally too short. My hitbox is barely too short. I despise this. Because this is not a very nice one. Come on. There's a world in which I get over there. There is a world in which that is possible. Look, I just don't want to have to go back for something so obvious. And also, can I just say, like, this is really, really bad level design on this one. Like, this one just is annoying as a plausible thing that we have to do. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, part of me just doesn't even want to really have to, like, try on this one right now. Like, I don't want to just abandon it because... Oh, you know what? Hang on. Oh my god, that is evil. I'm betting what I can do is, looking at how some of those spikes are set up, I'm betting there's a way to get back. Via using... Oh my god, that is... My brain can't even comprehend what it's trying to do when there is neutral jumping upside down. Neutral jumping upside down, yeah. Okay, I think you can do that. Yeah. You just also then have to find a way to get back from there, which... As I look at all the pixels again and realize that I don't know if that is necessarily possible at all. Because the funny thing is right there is a spot where you could stand if, you know, the game would let me showcase that. Like, you can stand right there. You can also stand right there, right underneath the spring. Dear Lord, this is an evil level. Yeah, you can stand right here. Now, this doesn't help me get around, but... it does help me get back over there. I don't think this is possible from this angle. Because you'd have to somehow magically get back through and over. Like, it doesn't seem plausible. I again really dislike this level for this type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that's just bad game design because it's not repeatable. Like, you can't actively choose to do anything about this. You can't actively, you know, get yourself a different way to get this. This is just legitimately like, oh yeah, you know, I decided to make it so that you can't grab this final one unless you do something specific which you have to know about beforehand. Okay, fine, whatever. I will come back for it. Again, like I said, do not like that. That is very bad game design. If you're gonna make a collectible like that, make a collectible that's collectible without having to, you know, do a million things of bullshit to get it. Don't make it so that I have to know the collectible is there. in a situation where I can't necessarily easily know the collectible is there. It just is bad game design. Oh my god, that is also evil. Honestly, the other thing about the other thing I'd like to say about this is this level just doesn't have music. Like, it just... Like, I can hear music, yes. And I know you guys can too, but like... This feels more like ambient soundtracking to... Like... I don't know, something that's not as... It's not this, like, it just... Oh my god, this level just doesn't follow a lot of good game design principles, and that's something that I kind of don't like about it. Like, I both am glad that we're almost done with this, but I also am like, so here's the other thing that I need to see. So you go up, you go over, you have to land there. Why that has a second bounce doesn't tell me, like, that one has a second bounce for an obvious reason. I think the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to go, dash over, dash in, or maybe you have to go down there really fast so that you can then bounce off of that and jump over to there. Again, this level is not very cohesive in the way it wants you to use. Yeah, okay, that is what it wants. It just also necessarily is one of the most evil ways you could have done that. Doink, doink, doink. Okay, that's how it wants you to do it. I also love that if I unintentionally dash at all after hitting that spring the first time, it just, you're dead. I don't know, this really feels like it needed some QA or some testing, because dear lordy lord, it is a bit all over the place sometimes with this. Doink, 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 doink. I don't know. I mean, it's good, it's just not perfect, is my point. I'm still also a bit upsetty about the strawberry. God damn it, that is not an easy move, which I like. I like the difficulty on this. Just not some of the cohesion. Like, I don't think there should be spikes in front of that spring. I think if you want that, you need to do something different. Come on. And I also don't think there should be spikes set up like that. it's beating a dead horse. If I'm down that far, I'm already dead, most likely from different things. Cough, cough, how far I have to go up. Like, you don't need to beat me this hard with the statement of, oh yeah, you're dead if you're this low. Like, it's unnecessary. Doink, doink. Damn it. The other thing is I keep dashing up because my brain is not flipping the polarity of everything going on fast enough. Like, I hit this spring and then I hit that spring and I still think that I'm actually upside down, not right side up at that point. I don't know. It's weird. God. It also doesn't help that I'm reading it like I need to do a wall bounce there for some odd reason. Like, that spring just is not... Well, that was great. Good job, me. It's because of that spring right there, actually. I keep reading it like a wall bounce because of the angle that it's at. And also because I don't want to miss it by doing something wrong, which is currently kind of what I keep thinking that I'm doing, is I'm doing something wrong. However, if I don't react at all, I just die, so... Doink. Miss. Come on. We can go. Over, up. Bruh, Come on. Let's go. Around, up, over. Miss input right there. Up, through, over. I hate these springs, okay? This is a mechanic that just does not mentally work with my brain, because the speed at which the level maker expects you to flip your polarity mentally is not a thing that I think they really thought about for too long in a way that makes sense as a player. You know what I need to do there? I need to go back and stop trying to do things the wrong way on that. Let's just go boink. And fail, apparently. Okay, boom, 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 boom. That's not what I meant to do. Let it ride for a little bit longer as we go. Boing, boing. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Boop. I love the spikes being in such a way where there's only one, like, correct set, or there's only, like, one real way to hit that spring that's falling at mock crap by the time you get there, which means that you have to, like, perfectly aim yourself for it. Oh, now it works. Now it works. Now that I've, you know, unintentionally, finally screwed around enough that I've gotten it to work. Come on. I hate that spring. That damn spring. There we go. Oh my god. Now, you wanna know what'd be funny? You wanna know what'd be really funny? It looks like they expect me to have different polarity right now, which they don't, but also, what the frick did you mean by that? You have to slam down. Oh my god. I love making my fingers do things at paces that they're not mentally equipped for. Okay, so boom, boom. Almost. Almost. Okay, so Kinda, not really. Again, spikes for the case of just spikes isn't good level design, everybody. And that is one of them. Now that one I will admit, I'm not holding far enough, but that spike doesn't need to be 6 miles out of there, nor do those spikes. Nor do those spikes. Oh my god. The problem is like, it wants me to be pressing it at like particular times. Like, you can't just hold. You have to, like, set up. And that one is just as mean. Because, oh yeah, by the way, now that you've done all that, I haven't shown you what I want you to do yet. What is this? Fuck you. Level designer. Frick you. This level currently has me in a position where I'm not very happy with, because you're expected to all over your keyboard. Oh my god. I would have murdered somebody if I failed right there. Oh my god. What? Okay, I see what needs to be done. Doesn't mean it's easy. Especially when you're upside down and your brain doesn't want to work properly because... yes, at what point in this game am I playing upside down normally, other than in a mod pack that's specifically all about being, or specifically has this one level, or a few, because a few people have done the upside down level idea. In what cases am I expected to be upside down for this stuff? Dear Lord. Okay. We've almost got it. I hate so many of these spikes that are set up this way. Like, half of these spikes do not need to be set up where they are at all. Like, half of these are just set up to be annoyance spikes. Like, that spike right there does not need to be there. In fact, it is actively a hindrance to the flow of the level and its level design. Because it kills so many good... Like, I get it. I get what you want out of there, because I know you want me to go at this from specific angles, but said specific angle is really dog shit. Oh my god. How did I know that finishing this part was going to be one of the major annoyances of this? Also, wait a minute. Ah, that's a different issue. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't... hang on. So, this is bouncing you right up into those spikes, not flipping my polarity or anything. I mean, it is flipping my polarity, but it isn't in a way that necessary. Oh my god. I see what you must do, and I think that that is absolute bullcrap again. That is just bullshit for the sake of being bullshit. Just put a normal spring there. Just put a normal spring. You don't need to do this. Okay, once I finally get over there, is there any world in which I'm really jumping around that in... Oh my god, yeah, that is exactly what you need to do. You have to jump on land, jump off over to there. Dear Lord. Again, reminder, I don't think this is good level design in the way that it is set up, because it is just... It's just kind of making you do shit for the sake of doing shit. And not in a good way. It's not interesting in the way that it's doing this. Oh, hey, yeah, that thing that... Oh, there's a spring there. A normal spring. Something that I didn't even notice the coloration of, because the speed at which my eyes need to track something that's sitting on the exact same color that it is have I mentioned how contrast really matters in pixel art? Have I mentioned that before? Have I mentioned how contrast tells you so much detail in pixel art? Have I mentioned that this is another one of my great sins of Celeste level design? Have I mentioned that this also just looks like, what the frick? Oh, okay. Well, you know, I actually almost survived. Like, this level has such good design on sunscreens, and then it just goes, which kind of makes me feel like the level creator didn't necessarily know what they were doing, except for maybe a coding side of things. And didn't really think about it from the design side. Like, don't get me wrong, some of these tricks are really fun. I think what it's having me do here is kind of neat. The problem is, also, doesn't help that my brain can't, like, necessarily function properly when doing some of these. The problem is there is coloration issues that really need to be taken into account. And there's also certain things like that, which are just done to do it, you know? Like, you should not need to hit the same string really quickly unless it's for, like, a unique and interesting puzzle. This is not a unique and interesting puzzle that's literally there just to say, oh, hey, by the way, were you paying attention to what color the spring is? Oh, hey, were you paying attention to the arrows that are sitting, like, here that are meant to mark that this flips you upside down really quickly? Oh, what's that? You can't really focus on that because you're also trying to analyze what's going on above you because you need to go to a very specific spring that does the same thing, might I mention, for some reason, when it could have just been a blue for the sole purpose of, ah, yes, my mechanic does this. You don't need to flip gravity on me every 5 seconds. It's not cool, it's disorienting, and basing a main mechanic of a level around disorienting design requires responsibility from its level maker to not just be an absolute troll with it. Because the lab did portals good. Don't get me wrong, it was really freaking hard. It was really disorienting. Is it still probably one of my favorite portal levels that we've done? Yeah. Do I think they were perfect? No. God, no. None of the portal levels have been really, like, perfect. But I mean, it was still doable. And it still had easily, and I mean easily, determinable outcomes and ways to, you know, actually go back to your strawberries consistently. And the strawberries weren't just like a, oh, lol, you kinda didn't read the screen well enough thing. Also, can I just say, making me do a reverse wave dash off of the ceiling here is insanely, like, crazy. Like, I think it's cool. But build me up first. Also, don't do that to me either. Jesus. Okay, come on. Come on. Ah, yes. We love the Kevin block drop moment. Oh, hey, look, another proof of why those spikes suck for the 70th time. Okay, boom. Boom. Oh my god. If you're gonna make me do a trick, maybe you shouldn't make it so that said trick constantly puts me into spikes. Have I mentioned that a lot of these spikes are just spikes for the fun of it? Half of these spikes are just annoyance spikes. They don't really matter. Like those ones. Those ones don't matter. Those ones attached to that wall are actually just there to be annoyances. Man, I love consistently doing the freaking the block momentum off of that when I'm trying, and I mean trying, to do a wave dash. Like, I can do some wave dashes off the ceiling, don't get me wrong. I can wave dash off the ceiling consistently enough here. I can even occasionally do the reverse wave dash that you want me to do. Doesn't mean it ain't hard. I had pulled back. I pulled back like I was supposed to. Come on. There we go. Up, over, through, in, hole, over, go boom, boom. Poke. Fail because you thought you missed. Go. Right into the spike that's set up to perfectly, consistently bother you. Okay, boom. I hate that so much. Okay, there we go. Oh hey, because the angling of those spikes is so weird. I did a thing that I've done a million other times, but because of just general angling, I went, hey, and my brain broke. You wanna know something else that's really fun? There are so many gravity flipper levels in this one lobby. The lobby's gonna the lobby has like 6 takes on 2 of the same mechanics, I believe. Like, we've got 2 separate portal mechanics I can think of in this one lobby. We're gonna have 0G, upside down G twice, I believe. Like, a lot of the ideas here aren't the most original. And this is definitely one of those where I'm like, well, okay. Man, I love that. I love now that, by the way, my reaction time has gotten too quickly sometimes, or too quick for some of these things sometimes. Oh my god. Boink, boink, boink. I hate that spike so damn much. I hate... Those spikes don't need to exist! You don't need to have a spike that close to there. You can make the landing itself just freaking be a bad landing and make me accept, like, oh, yeah, I was kind of stupid. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, had interruption. Fuck. I remember what I was doing, and this was pain. Frick. I forgot how much I hated this over the past, like, few hours. God damn. And it's going to be absolutely painful. Yeah, no, had a little interruption occur, where I was, basically, kind of needed for a few hours and kind of busy with some stuff in real life, so yeah, no, hang on, doink, frick, I have forgotten everything in the span of however many hours it has been. I mean, somebody could do the math. You basically, you saw the timer at the start, and, or whenever it, or whenever I had to go, and you see the timer now, so I'm sure if somebody is really interested... God, I hate those spikes. I forgot how much this screen has just bullshit spikes for no reason other than the level creator felt like it. Look, I'll save the rant from the bullshit spikes. I already gave the bullshit spikes rant once in this video. I don't need to give a second one, but we all know my views on this level creator already, and they're bullshit spikes. Okay, there we go. Frick that. Come on. God damn. But yeah, no, basically, the reason why I don't stream while I'm home happened, which is my recording basically just got interrupted by stuff going on because, haha, whenever I'm here, it seems like I'm never allowed to have exactly one full recording session unless I do them late at night. And I was trying to do one early midday because I, like a fair few people, have to actually get up in the morning tomorrow. Not for work reasons, however, more just because I have an appointment tomorrow, early morning, and that is a pain. Nope, frick. We love my brain entirely not understanding half. God, I hate that reverse hyper, or that reverse wave dash that I need to do while upside down. Do you know how bullcrap that is? There we go. Frick! Come on, man. That's not nice. I had it. Bruh, that miss has never happened before. Okay. Now we're back to doing all of the misses that I did literally hours ago. I've already caught myself back up to where I was. Proof that this screen isn't hard, just that the stuff going on it is bullcrap because spikes are in bad positions and are not nice. Okay, come here. Nah. Okay, got it. Ah, shoot. I should have dropped. It is I do not have the brain capacity to navigate falling things while upside down. Okay, boing. And doink. Okay, I got lucky there. I did a hyper unintentionally, and super when I was meaning to do a hyper. And yeah, no, I got very lucky. Okay, finally, end of the level. But as you know, we had that one singular spot earlier that I couldn't get to because, you know, the level creator is mean and puts things in locations that they really shouldn't be. So I'm gonna be back in a moment once we're back to that screen, and I will get you, or I will show you me getting said strawberry and the attempts to do so, because Brett, that strawberry is stupid. And I'm back right here. Did the thing that I normally do, which, as we know, I messed with one of the springs trying to figure some stuff out. Okay. God, I forgot how much I hate this. So, I think I have an idea. Yep. My idea works. Wow. Oh, my idea doesn't work. So, the level maker thought of that. And the berry doesn't save you like I was hoping it would. I was hoping the berry would save you and give you a bubble. It doesn't. It's mean. So the other option is exactly what we thought it was the first time, which is finding a way to upside down gravity it. And then, you know, figure it the frick out from there. I think you just have to basically do return bounces to that string on the other side. God, that was a miss. The problem is I don't necessarily get how you're expected to do this. Like, none of the paths that it's really necessarily trying to make me take here make real sense. Ow. And again, reminder, bullshit spikes for no reason other than bullshit, because so many of these spike balls do not need to exist. I love when I unintentionally dash through the thing that I'm trying to get to. Okay, boom. Nope. This is why I hate this screen and the fact that there's a strawberry attached to. Why do I keep thinking that I need to dash? It's because I'm being trained on the second half. So when I see the first half, my brain is just like, yes. It's the exact opposite of the same problem we were having earlier. So I need to pogo off of that spring like 3 times while also magically not going too far. God, this is not a fun one. Look, I've already made my comment enough times. Disorienting game mechanics, such as flipping gravity and the portals, are not fun in a game like this. It's not a necessarily good system. Portals work in puzzle games. Puzzle platformers are occasionally able to pull it off. Celeste, sadly, is a puzzle platformer that I don't think is able to pull it off because, yeah, we've already heard my commentary and all the puzzle levels, or not the puzzle levels, the hard levels that use all of these portals. And then you get this one where I'm just trying to be upside down all the time. My brain don't work. I almost did that. I just went too hard. Okay, boom, boom. You have to time that so well. Boom, boom. God. And the problem is I immediately keep thinking that, oh yeah, now that I've done it once, I'm immediately back there, right? Not, oh yeah, no, we have to go back through this part. Okay, boom, boom, boom. God. Hate. Malice. Despair. God? I almost had that. Almost had that. Despised. The problem is it's like a very weird rhythm for what you're doing here, because like it is really just wait a moment, hup, Are you actually kidding me? And now guess what? Because I stood there, oh thank God, it didn't save my position. I was about to be like, are you kidding me? Because I stood there, now I'm probably having lost this attempt again, and therefore am not able to actually go get it. And we know I can't just jump to it. That would be too simple. That'd be too easy. Look, the good news is we've actually at least, you know, touched it. The problem is touching it is half the battle on this, apparently, because you also have to survive. Normally on these ones that are set in hyper precarious positions, we get a nice little bubble. There is no bubble. There is no friends. There is no happiness. There is no Tooth Fairy. There is no Queen of England. Somebody got the reference. Somebody got the reference, I'm sure of it. Oh my God. That is, you have to do it, you have to do a triple bounce. There's no way. You have to triple bounce. I literally almost did that. That was just a little bit shy. Because also, it's not like just you have to do a triple bounce. It's a weirdly timed triple bounce that isn't like an exactly perfect triple bounce. I don't know. It's got like a few buffered inputs. Regardless, it's using a falling spring as an elevator. I almost got it. I literally just almost got it. Just was a little bit off on the timing of the triple bouncing. God, hate. Pain, hatred, suffering. Got it. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's over. It's over. Oh, thank God. Holy cow. We're free. We're free. I'm free of the pain that this one caused me. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I believe... Hang on. Correct me if I'm wrong, game. Let me go see here. That should have been the last one. Yep. We've got all the hearts. Yeah, the only one that remains is the heart side, which, I mean, we're gonna get going on in the next episode. My brain is all fried from having been forced to do upside down stuff. There it is. Entrance into the heart side. Hang on. Oh. I thought it was big enough that I could do that. Weep. Doink. Oh my God. It's snowy up here. You wanna know one thing I'm not looking forward to? Doing the heart side variant of that level. Oh, there's even a bench up here. Well, you know what? I mean, we're here. Well, everybody, next time, we get to go in. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye! Woo! Alright, wait!